You
I
was
know
on a
niggas always
mission.
act like I don't. No, I wasn't on no mission. We was supposed to been out there passing out them flyers, but we didn't have the flyers, so we just ended up just kicking it. It was a good time. It
Just
was a good
chilling.
time. Just chilled out. Yeah. I don't know.
Appreciate the chat.
Oh, no sound at all.
No, we good to go. We good to go
Okay.
now.
And like that,
we back.
we're back. All right. So, nonetheless,
Do I need to
saying everything that we was about? You want to get an intro again? Go ahead.
Oh shit! I don't know if they heard it, but hey,
They did.
welcome back to the To Be Fair Show. I am your host Johnny P,
Oh, yeah, real.
It's Q.
and we back. Follow us on all socials
I'll go
at
get
the
that
To Be
later.
Fair Show: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Threads. Hit the like button, subscribe, yeah, and check us out. We be here Sundays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays.
And nonetheless, what I was saying is that so today I made a trip outside. We was outside, and I had to if I had to bet an over under on the guy that was going to accompany me outside. Hey, chat, talk to us. Let's engage for a second. If you was the guest who came outside with me today, who would y'all say? Do you think it'd be Johnny P himself or Mr. Old Head Rail?
Causing all of this over a nigga going to a fucking.
Look at him. He giving away this shit.
I'm just
He
saying.
giving it away. We trying to get some audience interaction. Rail ain't even want to fuck with it.
I'm just
All right,
saying.
so I'm gonna go ahead and go to the story then. So nonetheless, so we went outside. Rail was actually out there, and we had a fun time just sitting, chilling, finding little pieces of shade that we could, and looking at what Charlotte has to offer. And like we was kicking it, chilling. I think Rail got hungry. We was out there for about like an hour and a half, 2 hours, somewhere in that range. Rail got hungry, so Rail left out. Me and Mr. Eason, the Lone Ranger,
The last warrior,
the last of the warrior class. we went outside. We was already outside. We went back to the Tipsy Pickle. Got like one more drink to go, and we was just kicking each other. And like he's a part of the warrior class, so like he engaged these ladies, and we was conversing and talking. And again, I let him know I was married, but like we were just talking. I think that we actually had a fun conversation. One, Johnny, that you might fuck with, where we started the conversation at this point where it was, what do you think of black men that date white women? And so like that was the start of the conversation.
I was speaking to black men. Black women.
Black women. These were black women. Yeah. These were black women. And then it went to the Rails TikTok famous thing last week, where the conservative versus liberal man, and like so we
so you asked them which do they prefer?
Yes,
Okay.
I asked them which one do they prefer, and like
go ahead.
he want to know what they said.
No, this is what, hold on. I want to know what they said, but hold on. This is the thing. When you say conservative, that does not mean Republican. I don't know why
they actually asked that question. They said like, do you mean like politically or in lifestyle?
Like literally, bro. People on TikTok.
Educated women, then.
And I had fun going back and forth with the people. That's actually very fun at this point. But my thing is like, okay, so I can tell that you think that I'm meaning Republican. And so I say I don't mean just so we're on the same page. I don't mean Republican.
When you're talking to people, you got to make that clarification.
Yeah, I had to make that clarification. But you still gonna keep the same response as if like why are you standing on this square right now? You could just adjust your perspective and don't act like you're gonna act like, yeah, I already know. I can clearly tell you didn't fucking know.
Well, people don't have no like. I think also when you say conservative and you take it outside of Republican, most people get lost. To like what it means to be conservative without being Republican. I think a lot of people are lost on that.
I swear she was just sitting there arguing the whole time, and you still talking about Republican the whole time.
And I swear last week you was looking at them chats and you was like, hey, y'all niggas don't know what you talking about these people. Now you found out that them people don't know what the fuck they talking about either. But now, nonetheless, so we were just kicking and talking, and it got to the age test, and I was happy where I landed in the age test.
Mm.
They was guessing.
They was guessing.
Oh,
They was guessing.
Oh, see, I always.
It was me and Mr. Eason. Shout out to the Lone Ranger, the Lone Warrior.
Mr. Eason getting them grades in that beard.
Yeah, he getting
the salt and pepper.
Yeah,
that fuck with your
coming
age
in.
test right there.
It fuck with your age test. I know. I know. I definitely know.
So no, I did get thrown to 24 and to 27.
That's because they can't see that you got to get that under their hat.
Yeah,
That's the problem. See, you hiding the goddamn the age determiner. That's the determining.
Knock that shit off.
Right
Do it
again. Yeah.
What if I had my hat backwards just like this?
Yeah, you didn't though.
I did.
I was there.
Said he did.
What is? It's funny. But so nonetheless, I did get like my own personal pat on the back. I got carded today, and I got the compliment of being 24, 25, 27.
No, that's strong.
And that was decent. I would also say shout out to all my guys that's out here. If you are a part of the Lone Warrior class, just step your game up, bro. It's not that hard anymore.
Oh, yeah,
like it's too much internet fodder out here for you to have easy, approachable game that you can lead into like having these conversations with these ladies.
It's at the point now where it's not even really game.
Yeah, just talking.
Like especially like we in the podcast.
Johnny, I listen. I got to go out with you and see you approach him. I've been out with you and you gave me a spiel.
What would Johnny say? His
Johnny gave me a spiel last time he was out.
Oh no, I do my dolo. And plus,
when niggas give you the spiel, I'll be like, all right.
I had something going on.
They ain't got nothing to do with like having conversations with people. I just said, hey, like right now it's a good place. Like you could probably start some conversations with women.
Johnny
hey,
Jumper, he told
I don't like to do this around people. I say, all right.
Yeah, I go dolo. Like, yeah, I don't like the spectator. This ain't a spectator sport. I'm going in and getting what I'm doing. This ain't no spectator sport.
Only nigga that don't like to see him shoot jumpers is a nigga that ain't good at shooting.
Nah, that ain't true at all. That ain't true at all.
All right. Speaking of jumpers in sports, I think Johnny, you did want to lead us off. And my bad. Before we go any further, to address the elephant in the room, to make sure that y'all understand that y'all don't get to see our pretty faces up close this episode. I got Tone wasn't able to make it this episode, so we'll be just primarily on the wide shot. But yeah, nonetheless, we're gonna keep the episode moving, going. Shout out to Tone. Tone will be back next week. He just kind of had some shit he had to handle. With that said,
I got a question real quick, y'all. To the faithful followers, we appreciate y'all tuning in to us. Question: do y'all like the individual chairs better than the sofa and the two single chairs?
Let us know.
Yeah, talk to us.
Your response.
If y'all want the sofa, if y'all want the individual,
y'all want the couch back. Let us know.
We can bring the couch back. If y'all like the three horsemen, talk to us.
I like the couch.
I like the individuals.
I could go either way. So it's pause.
Like
he's a bisexual.
No,
bisexual.
I could go couch or chairs either way.
Like
I could go either way.
Some niggas is bisexual and like that's it's insane. Okay, and we accept.
That's fucking insane.
Like, I've never not accepted my brothers off of like what they what they present as.
Hey, can we get
I think that is
we got a topic.
Johnny said that's fucking insane.
Nigga said I can go both ways. I ain't know how to take that, but shout out to all my guys that go both ways. Speaking
chairs.
Of that, Johnny,
talk about chairs. Well, basketball and football, you
go both ways or chairs or the sofa.
Offense, defense. I play. Receiver.
You play both of them.
I play receiver and quarterback.
That's crazy.
God damn.
That's insane. That's okay.
Yeah.
Oh man, no, that's just jokes.
Oh no, Johnny!
But like I was saying,
it's a closet right over there.
This is your house.
I'm just asking if you was coming in and out, or if you just looking at it.
I'm not in no closet, bro. I can make this.
You out? All right. So what statements? So you making these statements out loud? You said you could play quarterback or receiver.
I said receiver, cornerback. When I play football, I play.
When you hear that, Ray, what do you take that as?
Sound like he can give.
He could pitch and receive.
Yeah,
Okay.
sound
All right.
like
This
he
going
can
too
give
far.
and get.
This going too far.
That's wild.
This
You
going-
said it. We didn't say it.
I was talking about the chairs, bro, and then like I was talking about the fucking.
You
chairs.
said you a switch.
I said I ain't say nothing about. I said
You said I can go both ways,
Okay,
and I can be
we
a
talk
pitcher
about-
or a
Can
receiver.
we talk about Michael Parson?
Oh,
We talking about these contracts.
Oh,
anyway. That's
oh,
what
my
we supposed
bad.
to be talking about.
My bad. I ain't know that.
But my question was, because clearly, we done got off track. We done clearly got off track. We done clearly got off track. But when it comes down to sports, we see the Micah Parsons. We see a lot of the stuff and we see the culture that comes, from a lot of people that's trying to get to these certain spots. It's only a handful of spots when it comes to sports, and it's millions of kids, that are aiming for these handful of spots. And some people go years and years and don't get the spots. Mm-hmm. And then my question was, is sports more of an opportunity for our culture, or is it the place where we get exploited in our culture? And then did the other side use that to exploit our labor or exploit our talents and just still throw us crumbs? And that's my question. Because it is, I think there is opportunity there. I've seen a lot of people go from, generational wealth with sports. I've also seen the other side where there's plenty of people that don't make it. And they ended up making a lot of money for these schools, making a lot of money for these, for these programs. But in the back end, there's nothing, for them. And it looks like they got exploited. So that's, I just want to know, overall, you think sports is more of an opportunity for us, or is it some place where we get exploited more often?
You want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
Don't matter.
I'll lay some of the groundwork. I think that especially if you go college, there was a better argument prior to 2022
NIL.
I don't think that there's even an argument about it now.
I'm just letting you
because
know. I let you. I thought about using your whole argument before we had this conversation. I was like, I'm gonna let him get his argument off, because literally everything you about. I was like, should I just take this man? Take his goddamn found. You know what I mean?
With the NIL, even with NIL though, I think.
But so here's my thing. These are a couple things that I am against. I don't look at Michael Parson as a slave. No, I don't look at a slave. I don't look at rich football players as slaves at all.
No,
basketball players as slaves. I forget the last basketball player that ran the slave narrative. I don't do that.
No, I don't.
I think that generally speaking, if we're looking at the opportunity, I think it's way more of an opportunity than exploitation, to be honest. Especially now that the NIL, I think that there was a space where high school and
college kids were getting exploited.
College kids, you can make a really solid argument for them being exploited prior to the NIL. I think now, if you're good, you're not getting exploited. You're actually exploiting the college, in my opinion. You'll fuck around and make $4 million in 1 year. And if you're good, that's what you're gonna make. That's the going rate for a really good top 10 guard.
Or quarterback.
Or quarterback or whoever you are. And then if you're just a 3 to 4 star, you're making $500K. I don't think that's exploitation, in my opinion. I think that you're making more than their parents and my parents and me make in 5 years when it comes down to the numbers and the breakdown and whatever. And I think rightfully so. I'm not saying that in such a negative connotation, but I don't think that it's exploitation anymore. I think that there has become a bit of an even in the player field. I think there's a new thing that's going to happen in 2026, 2027 when they put the cap at 20 million for the entire institution. But generally speaking,
per sport or for,
I think it's the entire institution.
Oh shit!
That they can pay players.
Yeah, that they can pay
in general.
Yeah. Okay. They're going to put a cap, because right now it is the wild west. And that's why so many of the legacy coaches have retired. The Nick Sabans, it's a bunch of them that have retired, because right now it's whoever got the bag. The top player is going to the nigga that's throwing them the bag.
When you can't,
and these niggas they getting off,
and you can't coach him. And if you bench a player, because he
out of the next semester because it's the transfer portal.
But it's so crazy just to look at how money will destroy everything, bro. the capitalism and
But
the way you throw more money. It's like even the argument with like basketball.
But it's not destroying football or college sports. Because he just
Is
said
it not? Hold on,
we've moved from an exploitation to where kids are getting opportunities. So it didn't destroy it.
But hold on.
You know, we might not like the way it looks, but
all right. So I'm out. Let me go. I'll just address your actual question first. So to me, I wouldn't say that they're being exploited. They're making a career of something that is really useless. It's a game, and they're able to make money off of playing a game. You know what I mean? So they're the beneficiaries of the whole thing.
So you say it's an opportunity?
Yeah. So it is. Yeah. To
Okay.
answer your question directly, it's not exploitation. It's definitely an opportunity. I think that like y'all know how I don't really care nothing about like at the grown age now. Like I don't care anything about sports in general. I like boxing. You know what I mean? But it ain't really like something that I care very much for. And what I did see, and like even with my children, like growing up, I always thought like I want my son to play football or this little thing that I'm not interested in it at all. Like I wouldn't want either of them. I'm not interested in it at all. Go and join I'd rather you play chess or piano or something that's not like throwing balls and stuff like that. Like I ain't really interested in that. Something that and then actually, man, I'm going on a rant right now, but it's not against your question. But okay, so look,
what makes you so uninterested in it? It seems like you have like a disdain for it.
I just look at how much time's wasted. We got all of these kids wasting all of these years doing this shit, and it's like majority. There's not enough spaces. Like you're 9 times out of 10. What makes you think that it's time to go?
But what makes you think that it's time wasted?
Because you could be putting that somewhere better. That time could be put better somewhere else. You can be like that's like when I go out and do my job. I see the Hispanics in them. They got their kids with them while they doing that job. They passing the trade down. They ain't out there with the maybe you can play. I ain't saying you don't play any sport at all. You can play, from time to go and do something, have fun, but let's not make this whole idea and you're basing your life and your trajectory off of a sport.
Well, but do you think that those Hispanics
going to happen?
Right, but I don't think that most people honestly, I think that most people don't really put their kids into sports according to like the narrative and conversation that I hear most people have. To go pro as much as like hopefully this lands them like a free education, but in what you're saying, like the Hispanic picking up the trade at an early age, how long would you say that it takes to learn the specific trade that kid is learning?
How long do I think it takes to learn it?
Yeah, because to me, I would imagine it seems like they're being used more as labor than they are as they learned this hard
that's
trade.
One of those things that you have there's going to be the duality, something like that. Yeah,
right. It seems like
there to help, but then it's still that's what your dad's always did. It. He didn't take you because he wanted to just teach you this. He took you because you had two hands. You know what I mean? So, but it's the benefit. There's still a benefit that comes to you from doing that thing, doing so. You know what I mean? There's still a benefit.
Maybe, but that's why I asked. Like, if it takes 5 years to learn that trade, I understand it. But if that trade is learned in 4 months, I don't know.
See, that's the thing. Like, it's not a trade. Most trades.
So, what trade is the Hispanic teaching his kid that you're talking about? That's going to take like extended years.
This is the thing about trades. What you'll find is that's why you generally a guy that knows how to do one thing, he probably knows how to do 3 or 4 things. Because the circumstance, each circumstance is different. It makes you have to maneuver and have to figure out how to get this. See what I'm saying? Like just saying, oh, we pouring a slab, like doing a driveway. Okay, that's gonna be straightforward. But then if you're doing, let's say you got something, you know what I mean? We talking about it's so many different ways that this project
to pour the concrete, but like to learn the majority of the ways, how long does that take?
The majority. Well, I don't know what the majority of the ways means.
If you're talking about concrete, like so you said, like you got a straight slab, you got a curvy slab. Yeah, maybe you have like a rigid slab. Maybe you have one that's going down the hill. I don't know.
The light poles. If you go out any light poles when you go into the parking lot, you see those light poles. There's concrete poured around each of those light poles. That's something completely different.
Cool.
You talking about like
I'm asking
when you talk about
how many different things is it for them to learn? Like you got driveways and patios. And like slant,
like super simplified.
I'm literally asking you like the different ways of it. Like you're looking at it as like super simplified, but so like I know that patio is going to be a different thing, and whether it has a slope or not. and then you have driveways, and if it's jagged or not, and if it has a slope or not.
But see, the
and then what else are you talking about? And how long does that take?
You're also learning to read the tape measure, right? So then now we talking about this will give you then now you can cut wood, because in order to even do the forms, you gotta.
So how long does it take to learn this?
I haven't fucking mastered it. At the end of the day, I've been doing this for 2 years, and I'm still learning shit every day. So it's not something.
But are you like you're not like all right, so I guess like to my understanding, like you're like the driver,
right?
So like you don't have to do the hands-on every day,
right.
But if you did the hands-on every day, I imagine you would know by now, right? In 2 years, you're a very smart person,
right?
Like we have conversations because I respect your intelligence.
The thing is still even beyond that. What I'm telling you is that doing the work, even from my job, is much more minute compared to what it is that they're doing. Mine is much more minute. So like I mean, I can do this shit.
So I'm just asking, how long does it take for if a person was learning to do the thing, how long would that? It's gonna
take some years, bro, to like actually say that you're gonna go and just be able to do any project that comes up. You talking about years. These things, it's gonna be, bro. I'm telling you, probably gonna need about a dime.
So it takes 10 years to learn
to be at like mastery level, Jordan, where if you any job can come and you know how to get it done. Because the thing is, when it comes down to like being this handyman thing, I'm not talking
about handyman. Like you just talking about concrete.
Like we just talk about concrete. You also have to be able to visualize the process. When shit fuck up, you have to be able to put the play together to still get the goal accomplished. It's a lot of learning in this whole in that sector. The hands-on shit, like the and I've done both. Like I've been the nigga at the bank pushing the keyboard. I've done that, and it's really you can learn that shit, and you're just doing the same shit over and over and over and over. And you know what I mean? To me, that's.
Do you think like the majority of like construction projects is doing the same thing over and over?
Well, I'm telling you, bro,
like 10 years is also like more than a medical job, like a doctorate.
That's the thing. It's no two jobs that's the same.
Okay.
It just is what it is. No two jobs that's the same. So it's a learning process, bro. Like, and it's crazy that like for you to even as smart as you are to think of it in such a like almost like.
I would never say that no two jobs are the same, but I think that two jobs, because like somebody can, like a doctor can say no two surgeries are the same.
Right.
As a web designer, I can say no two websites are the same.
Mm-hmm.
But there are a bunch of things that are similar. Yeah. And you use that as like the rubric to how you're looking, measuring, and like you're getting assets for whatever you're doing. Sure. And what up, Ron? We ain't seen you in a while, man. Ron
thought about Ron. Like they ain't seen Ron in a little minute.
Yeah, Ron pieced out on us for a little bit, but Ron back.
I feel like it had something to do with that conversation y'all was having.
The boys.
He had to keep on like.
My bad, Ron. My bad.
It got a little.
Johnny took us there. He started talking about usuries.
It got a little wild.
Hey,
got a little wild. But I did have a question, kind of based on where y'all was at. You know, we was talking about how long it takes to master, and who knows. Different things could take different times. But I guess, and part of the reason I was even asking this question was like we see how much time like our culture puts on like. The sport, even me, there was a point where, short as I am, I was like, if I could just, hit this growth spurt and get this shit, I got a chance, and it's like, we see the percentages of like, I mean, it's only been like 5,000 NBA players total. And so like the percentage isn't that high versus like, say we put that much focus on like a STEM subject, the science, technology, engineering, math, how much, of course, like those fields, the top people don't earn as much as the top people in sports, but like overall, it's more of a needle mover,
and it's more slots,
and it's more slots. So I think if we put more focus on that versus like sports, we might see an increase in our overall, median, because those are more fruitful just as a whole versus sports. Some of us gonna get really rich. Some of us gonna spend 20 years and might end up going to play in Ukraine for $50,000 a year. And you still making a living, but it's not moving the needle as much. And then some of you might never end up playing professional. Some of you just might spend 20 years and go end up working at a factory.
An injury could literally make it the way, you know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. So I guess where to have like, where I would throw my POV in the conversation I think that it would be in bad faith to say that if we push everybody towards STEM and shit like that, like engineering and what else? What else did you say?
Let's not do the everybody
Let's
thing.
do-
Most people
if we didn't put
if we push them with like the
We put the
majority
same amount of focus that we put
that's
on
what he said.
sports.
yeah, like and which you were talking about STEM or what was
Yeah,
you saying?
science, technology,
Science,
engineering.
technology,
Or even
in which like I
construction
think
too.
that's a dub anyway.
HVAC,
But I'm not like
Well,
if I
plumbing,
just
electrician.
all right, cool.
Go ahead.
I think that all of those things, like if we push the majority of people into like say like those fields specifically, you would naturally have like a better outcome because well, outside of STEM, I'm not sold on STEM moving forward. I think that
AI.
if we look at
Just-
like the trend
just
for like
traditionally though, like I get
like if we
yeah.
take it back and just speak about traditionally, then yes, I think that you might have like you probably have like a better like outcome in general when it comes down to like if you was to push all people to AI and STEM, where I think that there's a bunch of value in sports in which like shit. Yeah, matter of fact, Johnny, you was here. Where we had Brian Mack, he was here, and he was speaking about and I proposed like the like a very similar question, and he was speaking about like the idea of like basketball, and really what I asked him was like, how is your relationship with your son since he is now grown, and he has a son that went to Wofford, he went to South Carolina and on a full scholarship, NIL, the whole rigmarole, like the whole thing. And I asked him like how was your relationship with him? And what he said is that like, and he like you have to shout out to Open Gym Podcast. Make sure that y'all go look and watch the podcast. He labeled himself as like the most dysfunctional dad.
You said
right?
dysfunctional?
Yeah, dysfunctional dad. But he also like gave a bunch of like caveats to it, and it was a really, really fun, interesting conversation. And what he spoke about was how the life lesson thing of basketball, and where for him, the majority of like a big piece of basketball was teaching his son life lessons through something that he was interested in, and which then those are carryable between like no matter whatever he does and wherever he's in. And I thought that that was, in my opinion, like I agree with it. I see it, and I think that is a very valuable like nuance to the conversation. Where yeah, Johnny.
I got something.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
See, and I thought about this because you've said that previously. We talk about all of the things, the lessons that can be learned, the life lessons that can be learned through sports. And the thing is, on the surface, to me, that's one of those you could learn a lot of this shit, right? Could.
Well, you should. Like if you have a dad, that's yeah, you should.
But we know for sure, like we're getting more fathers in the households, and more fathers are participating. But historically, we know what that looks like. Most of us don't have that. So let's just So in general, I'd say that majority of the kids that's doing the thing, they're not getting all these fucking life lessons. That sounds good, but because you can look at
it's false.
Hold on. Look at
it's provable false. But go ahead.
What about the ones without dads though? Like if you're talking about from a dad.
Yeah, like the coach, like kids that are engaged in extracurriculars go to college at a higher rate.
I ain't talking about. We talking about life. So life. I'm not talking.
They
about
do
college.
better in life. Go ahead, keep going.
We talking about. We just gonna use the guys that make it, right?
I've never used the metric of the guys that make it.
I just said that I'm going to do that, right? I'm going to put this. Because the only way we can actually, you would have to be able to see these individuals. I've not seen the average. I don't know what the average guy that played basketball, sports in general, what their life looks like now. But I can see what the ones that we can see at the top. We can see what the fuck they doing. And from what I see now, like especially when we talk about football, these niggas doing all kind of crazy shit.
What does that mean?
So we don't. Oh, okay. It don't even matter.
So if in reality, like because you just said we're going to use all the guys that make it.
I mean,
and then by that metric, like these are multi-millionaires in general on average. I don't know why you would want to use that metric.
Money. I'm talking about like all these life decisions that's supposed to be learned. they're not a great example of like the most mature and you know what I mean, the best decision making. Motherfuckers got babies all over the place.
I don't know that for the majority of people.
They are financially they don't have the financial literacy. We can see that.
I don't know like so again now, like you understand, like an NFL roster is 64 people. I think we hear about an outlier.
No, what I'm
inside like and the thing is not even like the majority of teams. There's 30 teams. Like you're probably gonna point out like 4 or 5 outlier situations.
Well, they decided to implement that whole financial classes and shit that they got now, right? Am I tripping? They just recently did that, right? That's because niggas was going broke.
Well, it's because NFL careers are short too. The average NFL career about 3 years.
Oh, I get it.
So you have that much money, and then a lot of people end up going.
Yeah, like you can be like once you hit 30, that shit's gone. But yeah, like I said, like if we're looking at the head start that it gives the majority of kids, I don't know why you would use the metric of.
What are you specifically talking about? What are you specifically talking about? Where's the head start in just playing sports? Or are you talking
all right, so let's keep it so let's keep it at what, like, you put the metric at people that made it.
Okay.
If we're talking people that made it, in general, that means that if we're speaking about football, you have had 3 years of college education. And now you're going to be going into the workforce with hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars. This is a head start on the majority of all of the populace.
Yeah, but you're talking about, see, in my mind, to me, money is like one of those things that, okay, you make a lot of money, but
all right, so how do we measure moral character? Oh, my bad.
What I'm saying is that, like, just the money thing, we could say, okay, yeah, you're successful financially, but
so what are you measuring after that? No, I'm just asking, what are you measuring?
So I don't, to me, being these life lessons, you said all of these life lessons, right? Life lessons ain't got shit to do with the money part. So that money is completely separate.
Well, you put it at the place. I'm just trying to get to that.
We're talking about life lessons, which builds moral character, right? That doesn't have anything to do with money.
Okay, so explain what you're talking about.
Financially, like, okay, that's.
So you're saying most professional athletes are like they have questionable morals or character?
You can listen to, because they don't have to grow up and be like a regular person. You grow up in a different clip. You see what I'm saying? You grow up that you don't actually grow up. It takes a lot longer to become an adult.
Playing football,
being successful in sports. It probably takes a lot longer to become an adult because you've been fed, you've been spoon fed in every other area of your life except for sports. So you don't actually know,
where does this concept come from?
They even talk about it, like the dudes they don't have success with women because they weirdos. They don't really. But they never had a chance.
But I think a lot of
this is like a hyper minority.
Yeah, I think these are outliers. So like the guys that you're talking about, like the guys who like dumbass. Who I knew a couple who just dumb as hell but really good, and so you get a pass.
Hyper minority,
and they just pass. For the most of the motherfuckers, you still have to go and get your grades. You still have to go and like when you go to practice, you fuck up. Running a mile. No matter
running 17s is running 17.
Like
the coach in your ass is the coach in your ass.
200 stairs. That's 200 stairs. Like you're gonna get the lessons. Like even if you don't want the lessons, but there's certain things in sports where you like. If
I'm gonna be honest, I think that if
somebody fuck up, it's gonna build character because you either gonna not fuck up or you're gonna not want your teammates to fuck up and shit like that. Over time, it does.
So what we're saying, what we're saying, just to make sure, what we're saying is even the guys that don't make it, out of the guys that don't make it, these guys are still these. You
learn a bunch of fire lessons
on average.
Even if you don't make it. There are lessons that are learned.
They're more, let's say, quote unquote successful. Not talking about financial, but they're more successful than, let's say, your.
I'd have to do is
I don't even know what you mean by that, by successful, because like how are we measuring? You said not financial. What are we measuring like moral character by?
And I guess that's probably the thing that makes it the hardest, is because if you can't, all of these numbers only going to give you metrics for like, it's only going to be financial. So you really don't know much, unless you're gonna say how many of them have records, how many of the athletes or whatever have actual records. You know what I mean? The people that didn't make it, how many of them have?
I think you put them against the average population, you're going to win with the athletes every single time.
I mean, we don't know that, but
listen, let's look it up. I guarantee you're going to win with.
You're going to win with
the athletes every single time.
Athletes can't get arrested.
Yeah, that's like on average, like it's a very big outlier to get arrested. That's why it makes the news.
Well, even as a college player, you only get so many arrests before you're not a college player anymore.
And then go to like American citizens.
Well, I mean, that's the thing, that population is going to be much smaller.
But you're making the argument against it, though.
There's much less chances. Like,
but you're making an argument against it.
And my thing was,
I'm making an argument against them.
The fact that they perform at a higher clip than the average.
I could possibly see it. Because at the end of the day, like, damn. It's like having somebody that have all that amount of structure versus comparing them to an average person that doesn't have any structure.
But my thing is like,
of course, that's like an easy, you know what I mean? But it's the amount of people that can actually, the amount of seats that are available to fill. You see what I'm saying?
My thing is that like the CEOs that I know personally.
You said
the CEOs that I know personally, a lot of the most successful people that I know in general, that whether like I don't know a bunch of people that's in like.
And just so we know, how many CEOs are you talking about?
I know. Two, like my job and like one other.
Okay.
Like and then if I just think about like a majority of like a lot of people that are inside of very specific spaces, being like whether you say C-suites and leadership positions inside jobs in general. A lot of these people did play sports. This is well, I think majority. I'll probably say majority outside of like
I could agree because my thing we just talked about like how most men don't do anything to learn leadership.
Right, but I did want to land where I was about to go. My thing is that like honestly, I think that in general, because like this goes to like what we were saying last week. I think that if you want to teach your kid accountability, if you want to teach them responsibility, put them inside some version of team sports. Whatever said team sports is. And the thing is that like most people get delusion in the fact that you got to like push them to make it and all these shits. There's so many life lessons that comes with
just participating
in it. And then there's so many lessons as a dad that also comes with the idea of like being a part of like your child's journey, whether it's like as the coach, as the dad, as the administrator, whatever those said things are. I think that there's a bunch of lessons and things that comes with it.
Well, I mean, you could do. To me, it seems that you could do anything team related. It doesn't have to be like sports. You can, anytime that you have multiple kids. Hold on, bro.
I know I'm asking what you mean by team related.
Team, anything that's gonna be that has a team. So like
student council, or
anything that requires.
There's no accountability in team council.
A debate team, anything that's where you're going to sit here and have any kind of participation amongst each other.
And we build them in, and we saying team council gonna get team debate gonna get it done. We build them in.
You said build men?
Yeah, like to be honest, I think that the best way to build men is put your kid in football.
Absolutely not. Why would you be for what? What reason is that?
There's a certain level of physicality, athleticism, and accountability. Biggest piece on accountability that comes with it. Like when we talk about like doing something,
you miss a tackle in football,
past your limits, and then being held accountable for it. Like it comes with the thing, and I think that I think that like we discount that. I think football, the biggest misnomer, like the down part is like the whole concussion shit. Part, yeah. If it wasn't a concussion piece to it, my son would have played football his entire life. That's the only reason why he didn't, because there's a certain level of accountability that comes with it when a coach has to be in your ass, and you have to understand what accountability really means, like what looks like and feels like, in comparison to like if you're in the debate team, nobody gives a fuck for real. Like this isn't a real level of accountability.
That's crazy.
Turn out like conscious leave.
Hold on. So you said that the
there's physical response. Like, listen, how about you keep missing this tackle and go in that locker room with your peers?
Right. But I mean,
it's how about you keep missing that block and go in that locker room with your peers? It's a big difference.
You missed that block, you got your quarterback lit up.
Basketball. How about you keep missing that rotation and you go in the locker room with your peers? There's a different level, and then your coach And like, even if you don't make the time, like literally just making time, it means something. What you do on your off time means something. That shit don't mean shit in a debate club. Fuck we talking about?
Now, I mean, can I broaden it out a little bit? Because like, and I guess because like where we was at, like we're arguing about like the opportunities, and like I guess there's clear opportunities. Like,
Okay.
like and there's life lessons. I played sports growing up.
Mhm.
A lot of things, I've learned a lot of, just about just kind of like you say, just dealing with it and like just to get it done. But my thing is like we understand the opportunity. We're understanding that. But when we go to the exploitation, like even in college, like if they weren't exploiting them kids so bad, they wouldn't be able to give them the money. And the only reason they're giving them 20 million, it means like because that's a small percentage of what's actually, like being made.
It's capitalism.
I mean, I'm about to say
on
that's normal. You get a small percentage of what your job made.
Yeah, it's capitalism.
That's just how that shit work.
To me, that don't mean nothing to me. To be honest.
Well, okay. Well, then I mean, because that's the only piece where, and when they start talking about the,
And I get it, but I'm also a
and they
nigga that
start saying
I'm not for the NIL, but I appreciate the kids getting it and all that shit. I'm not specifically. I think they get that free college education. That's good.
Okay. No, that's
So
I'm probably an outlier on it, but that's cool.
Okay, and just to make sure, we were having the conversation previous to that last statement Johnny made, we're saying that we're only talking about kids that are in sports their entire upbringing. You're not talking about, because we know a lot of people who played sports and you know what I mean, a couple years here, a couple years there, and most of the people are even you talk about. As a matter of fact, I wanted to look up. Go ahead. What were you about to say?
Well, I would say that I think that a kid that is in sports their entire upbringing is going to have a better successful life because there's a certain level of like discipline, accountability, and responsibility that they've had to have. And this is also why in like college, whether you're going to Harvard or USC, they're looking for what your extracurricular activity base is. And it matters a lot. If you're in sports, it matters and it weighs a lot. This is just like the fact of what it is. Like lacrosse, baseball, whatever. It means a lot.
Nah, I get it. I get it. I'm gonna see if Rail got something. He over there looking it up.
Yeah, I was looking up this statistic for like we were talking about college, and I had played a video last night with me and Old Head about like the national average earning for a person that has a 4-year degree. And on the thing she says like 47,000. But I just when I'm looking at it here, it says about 60 to a little over 100 is the national average for a college degree. So we like
in general, like whether you want to go to like the Kevin Samuel stats page, what is it? I forget what it is, but like if you look there, they'll tell you, generally speaking, a person with a master's makes more than a person with a bachelor's that makes more than a person with a
2 years,
like a 2-year degree and a person with a trade over the lifespan. Like if you have a 4-year degree, you're going to make a lot more than any of those like those people. If you have a doctorate, you're gonna make way more. And like degrees do matter when you like stretch it out over a lifetime.
Yeah, and I figure you probably and I'm not debating it like at the end of the day, I know the masters for sure. Most of the niggas I know with bachelor's degrees, they make the same amount of money as everybody else. But most of them niggas make about
again, that's anecdotal, but like when you look at the majority, like the mass of people with bachelors and the mass of people without it, they make on average way more than
when you start talking about like it's like because of the differences in the population, you're talking about so many more people. There are so many more people that like
right.
Of course,
but if you go on percentage wise, it still doesn't matter.
Okay, but this is my point, right? So you go in, let's just say the bachelor's degree. I would assume, what would you say the average student loan debt is from a bachelor's degree?
40 to 50.
Yeah,
40 to 50,000.
And this and if I'm not mistaken, like these account for that inside the studies as well.
And what
like I think that they make like $1 million or so more than like.
And what would you say like the average payment is for like 40 to 50,000 on the student loans? I think I know mine was like 4% interest on, and no,
it's a bunch of different ways you could do it. You can go like 100, 200, something like that.
Say it again.
You can do like 100, 200. Like it's you ain't got to pay a lot for a student loan.
No, I'm not talking about. I ain't talking about you just making the interest payments. I'm talking about you actually being able to do it.
I think what like if you're talking about like what the average person is doing is like the minimum. So like
Okay. Well, I mean, I understand if you say just paying the interest monthly, then that ain't really doing shit. But I mean, I understand. Then you
Yeah, I don't know what you actually like how much most people are paying monthly. It's going to be between like 100 and 200. Like I don't like if you're saying like they're just paying them interest.
Because I only owe like 10. I only owe 10, and I pay like 100. Well, that's like my minimum pay is like 100. So, but if you owe 50, if we said the average is about 50,
right, but they base like you can like most people will do like the income based payment. So if you're not making past a certain amount, like your payment could be
I would assume with those
to like 50 to 100 to 150.
We're saying that on average. See,
60,000 wouldn't be enough to pay over 100 is what I'm saying.
But it is though.
Okay, you got to talk to the government.
All right, we can move forward.
No, I think we did it. I think I've gotten my answers.
What was your answers to the exploitation?
Well, I mean, it was a legit question. But it seems like, especially post NIL, it's a lot less exploitative. And like you said, we know the lessons and all that. So I think it's not as exploitative as I thought. The slave, the Micah's a slave. That it's overblown.
And I guess like as we before we transition out of it, no rail intended. But shout out to Jake Paul, shout out to what's his name? Tank Davis.
That shit trash.
The guys. This is now another, like, it's a flip on your idea of exploitation versus opportunity, in which
who's getting exploited?
Who where's the opportunity, and is it just? I just seen a conversation on a major platform, and I thought it was interesting. But before I get into my opinion, what do y'all stand? Exploitation, opportunity.
I think
Tank Davis.
I think
he said, "Fuck Roach, fuck that clause in the contract. Netflix gonna give me 100,000. What's up?
100 million.
Yeah, 100 million.
100 million.
You understand what I'm saying?
He ain't fighting for no 100,000. Wow.
I was at Boiler Yard. Fuck it. Y'all know what I'm saying.
I mean, honestly, bro. To me, bro, everybody's so fucking for sale. It just fucking annoys me, bro. It fucking annoys me. This nigga literally is one of the, if not the best in his weight in his division. If not the best, he's one of the best. You talking about? It's not all about you. We're also the reason that you're getting all of this shit. We don't care about no fucking Jake Paul, bro. This nigga is purely just like, what the fuck? Nobody cared that Mike Tyson fight was trash.
It's 100 million.
But what I'm saying is that like at some point, bro, why do you? I don't know, bro.
Bro, you wouldn't fight nobody like 100 million. You turn away 100 million just off principle. His position, right? Off principle.
We're talking about from his position. Principle. I just hate it.
You got to go fight a man.
I understand it. Listen, I understand.
So if you was Tank, you wouldn't take $100 million fight.
Listen. I understand it, right? But it's just such a fucking like.
I'm saying real. Would you take the $100 million fight? Would you turn down $100 million?
Nigga, we already know the answer to this question. There's no need to keep like.
From
my position now to fight somebody for $100 million, I'll fight.
Oh,
okay. I thought you was about to say no.
I knew what that was. I was about to say no. Oh, listen. I didn't know where you was gonna take position of paper right then. I was interested. I was interested as the motherfucker.
But we're not talking about from my perspective.
Okay. Keep going. I'm back out of it.
As a guy that like you fought your whole life that you this craft, this thing that you've mastered, like that we don't love. We love money more than every fucking thing now. Everything. I feel like that was the biggest capitalism. The white man, if the white man did anything that really worked, other than of course beating down beating down the community and making us feel the way we feel, the pushing the coat for every single any sector, anything, everybody is completely ran by money. So that's the reason why protests don't do nothing. That's the reason why we ain't gonna change shit. That's what ain't no need of all these conversations we be having about trying to get from this place to that place. We're not going any fucking where because we're all for sale. And the one who has all of the money, he's calling all of the shots. Like, you ain't finna do shit. You ain't finna do shit. That's like, the Target thing, right? You see the CEO stepping down. But then they just made him like over the board. So he's probably making the same amount of money or more money
I think he's making more
than he was making to begin with. So I wonder, what do we do now? My bad. I know this is kind of left. What do we do now?
No, we
now
go here. I think that this is a good conversation. I guess if I'm gonna jump in and interject, we actually did a little bit of like some I guess we'll say maybe we'll say like last night was a research stream on XQ, and I did dive into a bit of the Target shit, and I have a couple thoughts on it. I think that I actually was in an argument. Well, I guess it was a back and forth with G moving into the during this week, where I think that he said he presented it as like it's a shame that like we haven't gotten more than just like the CEO stepping down,
Right.
And right now there's not necessarily like a tangible thing that you can like grab your hands on.
Nothing.
But he said that it was a shame. My rebuttal was that like I don't think
a shame. Them making them step down.
No. As like the people that are protesting it, like it's a shame that it like as black people, like this is all that we've gotten. And like I disagreed with it, where foot traffic is down 9.7%, pretty much 10%. Sell like the value of Target is down 12 billion. Yeah. Maybe it's 12.9. It's like it's 12 and more billion. The stock is down. I want to say I don't want to put a number because I can't remember the exact number, but in general, there has been, and then the CEO has stepped down or stepped up, whatever you want to put, but they had to play musical chairs, and I thought that was actually valiant and valuable. And I heard the preacher, he got on CNN, and he said that this was probably like the first exercise of black economic strength in 70 years. And I could probably agree with that. Especially if like as time goes on and it proves it to be what it is. And I like, and so like for me, that is like the positive of like the whole situation. Then I would go to like the Tabitha Brown side of it, where I also do feel that as much as like we did and it has been fire, and I agree with it, and I ain't stepping on anybody's toes, and like that's fire. I also think that if it was better organized at the beginning, it'd have been way more impactful. And that was kind of like her thing, where like Tabitha Brown, she has like she has shit on the shelves.
Yeah, I remember when it first happened, she came on and I watched her sit and speak about the fact that, you know what I mean, that she was saying like she was trying to say both things at the same time. You know, because she's in there, it's like it's a lot of
and it's contracts
black people. A section of black people, like the black books, like me and my daughter, we go over there, and you know what I mean, the black
and
books.
And the reality is that she also speak recently about those motherfuckers is up out of there. They not in there no more.
No.
Like a lot of people, a lot of black creators, that had contracts with Target.
Oh, you talking about
are gone?
Yeah, because I want to be honest. Remember, I was on everybody about the Target thing when it first started. And so I protested the whole time. And then I needed some t-shirts. And then so I went in there and got them t-shirts. And I felt bad about it. I ain't gonna lie.
Them shits was soft though, wasn't it?
Them shits is fire. I got it on right now, bro. Some bitch is fire, bro. This motherfucker's fire, bro. This is great t-shirts, bro. But at the same time, what I was gonna say is that it seems to me like him having to sit that ain't even nothing. I don't feel like we should. I think that this should actually make people feel like we can make a difference. Because oftentimes what you'll find is that we'll do a little bit and it don't really shake no trees. But this time we were actually able to see the trees shaking. And I think that this, now that we can see that, now it made me even double down. Like I definitely ain't going to there. And I fucking hate Walmart. Like I just literally, I'm gonna have to just buy all my shit off of Amazon and just, you know what I mean?
No, I be in the mall. I be in Walmart about 3 times to 4 times a week. But
I hate Walmart.
I would also say that, like, so what I guess what I was leaning to with the Tabitha Brown thing was the fact that like, I know for me, I was a person that learned about it after the fact. And then my thing is that I've also been a person that have seen so many protests go by that I'm not easily convinced at the first thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
And where, like, I gotta understand that niggas is actually serious about some shit before I do it, because I done been serious about enough shit that niggas ain't do. And like, I'm cool on it. So like, what I do appreciate about like the Walmart shit, and like I'm cool with even like jumping on board now. And if I'm called like late or whatever the thing is, that's cool. But for me, like, I've seen so many movements come, and it's just like talk. And shout out to the pastor. I can't remember his name. He's out of Atlanta, and like, they have shown the receipts for what they're doing, and I'm okay with like joining something afterward. Like, I know that I am at the age now that I have to be convinced to join the thing. I am not a part of the warrior class.
Why are you looking over here?
Fuck you. I'm like, I have to be convinced, and I'm okay with that. But once I'm convinced, I'll ride with it, and like, I'm cool with the whole space of that. But I did think that like the Target thing and everything that came out has been valuable, and I've learned a lot. Like, I've been like, oh shit, like, guys in it, they're only in the 5th month. Pastor Bryant, yes, they're only in their 5th month.
It's only been 5
The
months.
Montgomery boycott took a year.
That feel like it's been longer than that.
I feel like it's been way longer than
Nigga
5
can't
months.
wait to get back in the Target. That shit killing that.
Hey, let's wrap this shit up.
Hey, listen, and like even with us, like, we never step into Target, so like, it never is a big thing. I know that she used to get her like feminine products specifically from Target because it was a black-owned variant. But like, knowing what I know now, we could probably just order that shit off Amazon. It ain't even that big of a deal.
Yeah, I think that's actually dope. And see, the thing is, I don't think we should stop. This would be the first step. Let's prove it to them. Y'all said y'all was gonna get at 40 billion. Wasn't it 40 billion? 22. Whatever it was.
No, it was 20. It was 20.
20 billion. You said you was gonna do it, then we see what happened. Trump come in the office, and then y'all like act like this is a DEI program that you was doing. Okay, so y'all take it back. Well, let's do. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck not?
I mean,
be a part of something that's like I fuck with shit. Like this is like this type of stuff I like.
It's cool to hop on a snowball like once it's already started, because you still need more snow.
Yeah,
like you still got to keep the movement. So it's okay to join a movement late.
Yeah,
to help keep the momentum. Like, if we see the 10% now,
there's so many jokes that I can make that I'm not gonna make right now, Johnny.
I shouldn't have said that word. I know.
Go ahead, keep going.
No,
should have said that word.
I didn't make it. Hey, Chad, I didn't make the joke.
But it's but there is some you know, there is some relevance, or there is some what's the word I'm looking for? Credence to join a movement late, especially like once it's already going, because the movement still needs people.
Right.
The movement is going to grow.
It's a fact.
You can't get everybody in the first week, and 2 months later you still got to add people. And especially you get older people and the more prominent people on the movement, and the later it helps keep the momentum going.
For sure.
So there ain't nothing wrong with joining it. You know,
that's like what do you think is about to happen to Cracker Barrel?
They lost the cracker and the barrel.
They took
the cracker and the barrel
went LGB. Do you know
why did they
wait a minute? They went LGB.
They went LGB.
Why you say they went LGB?
I said it was an article. Well, I didn't go and fact check on it, but I read a little bit of the article. It was saying that they were it was the new CEO is a white lady, and she's like going, you know what I mean, being LGB.
But what has he done that would be LGBT?
I
you just said it. I gotta ask you why.
Okay, well look, I'll just look it up right now.
But that's what they're doing.
Yeah. I just see that they took the barrel out of the shit.
They took the
cracker and the barrel. Yeah. Yeah, they did. They took the cracker and the barrel out of it. I did see that. I didn't know that they turned gay also.
Motherfucker Ply said that's the barrel. So what's that?
Yeah, it is.
That's the barrel. Oh man, that
Oh
is
yeah,
hilarious.
it's just been they're pushing to be more inclusive, LGBT friendly. It says Cracker Barrel over the past decade
What
has
about
worked
race?
closely with the Human Rights Campaign, changing its
Decade.
company culture to be more inclusive and LGBT friendly ahead of its controversial store rebrand. The restaurant chain's former management and training leader Steven Smotherman, who spearheaded an LGBT employee resource group at Cracker Barrel, went on to sit on the HRC's Business Advisory Council.
But they said this happened in the past decade.
Hey, let me ask y'all this.
No, but this
when the last time
this is like they've been working over the past decade, but that person getting the seat and all that, this shit just came out on the 22nd.
But when the last time y'all been to Cracker Barrel though?
I ain't never been a
I've been
Cracker Barrel actually.
I took Nana to
I went
Cracker
a
Barrel maybe
couple months ago.
maybe 2 months ago.
I ain't never been.
It might have been in like April, maybe
Not once.
But the food ain't bad.
I fuck with Cracker Barrel.
But my thing is, if you ever go in Cracker Barrel, who is in there? It's like old white people.
And old black people too.
And, but so why would they try to switch their
it makes no sense.
Because
it makes no sense.
The community don't be in there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It be
honestly, you just randomly doing some shit
like that. Because last time
I
went to Cracker
did they
Barrel,
do any gay shit to where we got to worry about it?
Huh?
If we saying like they embrace LGBT, what
What
does that
look
mean?
Like?
Did y'all see gay people walking around there when y'all went?
No, that's what I'm saying.
I wasn't in there just looking for gay people. Like
all I saw old,
but
y'all try to.
Bro,
all I saw
old gay people stand out to you.
No,
I was just with you today.
Bro, this nigga come on now. This nigga try to use some shit. Buddy was in like a knitted fucking shirt with his like, you know what I mean? It's like big ass hole, so you can see his fucking chest and shit. I'm like, bro, it's unnecessary. I'm just saying it's unnecessary. That stand out there.
That gay man stood out to you, bro.
Hey, I thought Keith was gonna get stole off on, but we remember he said like gay real loud.
Oh,
and that big ass.
And talking about with the fan. Yeah. Okay. One like, thing about Keith,
so
Keith's gonna be loud about everything. Yeah, my nigga Real was getting some water. That nigga Keith was like, like, bro, what the fuck are we doing right now? Nigga getting water. But go ahead. Who? Yeah,
I think Real was looking up something. But my thing is, last time I went to Cracker Barrel, it wasn't nothing but old folks in there.
Yeah.
And then now they rebranded.
Oh, so what it is that Cracker Barrel was like dead ass serious against gays back in the day. So they had a big thing back in the day. So like now,
and so now they let them gays in the room.
Right.
They're like that African country.
Let
Why
you know
gay?
that they're more gay friendly because they had some.
Why are you gay?
Hey, do God know you gay? What's your boy? Hey, he killed that shit. Bro, say, do God know you gay? God.
Yo, wow.
But, right, that ain't me. I'm just telling you what bro said.
So nonetheless, in my opinion, I don't think that letting gay people in your restaurant makes you LGBTQ friendly.
Oh, I'm saying
they didn't let them in before.
No, see, this is the difference.
They
are saying
against it.
The reason why they're saying the LGBT thing is because they're saying they want to be more LGBT friendly. You see what I'm saying? So like they're the ones putting it in. Like I mean, you can hire
what the logo got to do with that though?
Man, they just took that cracker and that barrel off of that bit.
That's the barrel. I know that's the barrel. So what's this?
Yeah.
This is a barrel. What's that?
They took that cracker and that barrel.
Oh, they counting gays. They counting gays. He said after a few years with the restaurant, Smotherman founded an LGBT resource group that originally had 6 members. Oh, hold on. Over time, it's successfully changing Cracker culture.
All right, Steve, get out of here, bro.
Get out of here, Steve.
Get out of here, Steve. These ain't worse than season 2. All right, he said I got the Gucci cutters on.
Real up here, like.
Hey, I ain't even say nothing, Steve. He was outside with them shits though too.
I'll be outside with it. Listen,
I ain't say
with his thighs out like a thigh.
I'll be everywhere I be at
like
with these on.
Bust a twerk real quick.
Yeah. Hey, Steve, they said I was 25. What they said I was 24 and 27. I can average out to 25.
That shit made this nigga day. He done said this.
He ain't gonna leave that alone.
Hey, he called the wife. I was in here setting up shit. She come in here and tell me. I'm like, what the fuck is he even talking about?
Yeah, I
heard this story 6 times.
I had to talk shit. I was like,
bro,
shit.
running that.
Hey, listen,
try that again next week too.
Where you want me to be at?
Oh no,
I'll be wherever you at, Johnny. I bet you they say I'm younger than you.
Oh, they ain't gonna say that.
Guaranteed.
They ain't gonna say that.
Guaranteed.
I knock your head off.
That's all you gotta do.
No, that's true. But listen, but then I'm gonna say that's tether blood he got, and then we even. All right. Is it rock paper scissors time?
It is.
Get that nigga up out of there.
Get your ass up out of here. Back in my rightful spot, man. Two weeks in a row. I go first.
Okay.
You can go second.
Okay.
Yeah, you know.
He said Johnny can definitely pass for a Haitian. I like to think that Johnny's a Ghanaian.
Somebody asked a Ghanaian. No. They ain't got the good rice. You gotta get that Nigerian.
I like to think.
Go ahead, Johnny. What you about to say?
I'm down at the bottom.
Yeah, no, I got you. You was about to say something about some adventure you was on.
Oh no, somebody a Haitian motherfucker asked me if I was Haitian the other day.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, I'm not fucking you.
I'm not fucking you.
I'm not you. I'm not. Oh god damn, bro. Pause. Damn, these motherfuckers.
Now you can say anything you want to. I just want to know what you mean by.
I'm not you. I'm not him.
I just want to know what you mean by.
Not Haitian. I'm FBA.
But you didn't fuck him either, though, right?
No.
Okay.
God damn it. You motherfuckers can't let me get nothing.
You say you can say anything you want to.
I'm not you, bro.
I just want to know what you mean.
I'm not you, bro. Man, pull my memes up, bro. Come on, man.
I don't know why it's not pulling up right now. Keep telling us about like the Haitians that you was talking to. What they say? What else they say to you?
No, nothing.
Oh, and Ron DeWan, I seen that too. I'll be trying to tell them we need to start getting push into these trades, because we definitely know the average electrician, I would say the average HVAC, average electrician, average plumber, they all out earn y'all 4-year degree bulls.
Oh yeah.
Let's look at that. I think that they make like I looked at average electrician recently. Them niggas make like 40K, bro.
It's not true.
Let me look it up. Let me go to Johnny's shit. Bro.
Give me the first one too. We're just talking about capitalism and socialism. I think this is one of my favorite movies, and I think it totally speaks. And this is like a 20-year-old movie, and it speaks to what we're talking about now.
Oh, my bad, Johnny. Oh, 60, yeah. They go to average bachelor's degree.
Oh, I just did that. It's just like the same.
Mouse.
All right, so it's not out earning.
It's out earning, bro.
You gotta hit unmute.
Yeah, where's the unmute thing at?
Right below the mouse.
You see it?
Just go straight there.
My bad. I was trying to find it, Johnny. I don't know what let's try it again.
Don't hear it.
Nothing.
Uh-oh.
Hey, listen, shout out to us. Our engineer is not here today. So we are doing all of this shit.
It shouldn't be right there. It should be on the bottom right-hand corner.
Yeah, typically
of the
that's
video.
what it is, and that's why I couldn't find it. But Johnny, how about you give us a play-by-play until we actually get this.
Oh, well, everybody's seen John Q.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the part where he's trying to get the heart.
Mm-hmm.
He like, you done did 70. He started adding up, all the surgery, and he was like, you done did $75 million worth of heart surgeries. I'm asking you to do one in good faith because my son about to die. And then he said, there ain't nothing. I've done all I can do. And then now you better see. It's when the shit get good. This is one of my favorite movies. It's one of his best movies.
One of his best movies.
And he got some hella good movies.
Yeah.
And this is still up there at the tippy top.
Yeah.
But and it's crazy though that the movie came out 03, 04? 20 something years ago.
VHS, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember
you had it on VHS.
Yes, bro.
And we're still talking about the same problems.
Mm-hmm.
He talking about we were talking about socialism and how free healthcare helped. This is 20 years ago. Man, we seeing how the effects of capitalism in healthcare, manifest itself. And that was 20 years ago. That was before the inflation, before the economy got fucked up twice. Before COVID and all this shit that didn't happen. And then now imagine how much harder it is to pay for that same heart surgery.
Man, just imagine like if your youngin was going through that for real.
And then that's life or death.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna do everything I can.
That's life or death.
I'm probably gonna either
But that's why people like the movie because John Q wasn't wrong.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna. I ain't gonna say I'm gonna take over the fucking hospital and shit.
But he wasn't wrong.
I ain't saying he was wrong.
He wasn't wrong.
I ain't saying he was wrong.
And that was the beautiful thing about it, because he was wrong, but he was right.
That's
he was wrong, and I mean, I think it's more relevant, today. Especially maybe because I'm an adult now, and these are the type of things that I think about now.
Yeah.
Versus as a kid, I was looking at it totally different. But now I see something like, damn, what would I do?
It's crazy because we're right here at that age where like real adult thinking kicks in, because you start seeing like,
well, I
could live another half, or if I didn't live another half, then
what did I do?
Do you know what I mean? Like you start realizing that like everything that I'm doing is impacting. You mean my life, and maybe it's taking time off, or maybe I'm you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I think about that shit all the time now.
And shit like that, like when you a kid, that shit's like, damn. But now that I'm older. Like, what would I do?
Yeah, shit.
Like what you doing? And then like our country ain't like making it easier, or that was 20 years ago. Motherfuckers still in that same situation right now, and it's the richest country in the world.
$1,000 a pop. You know how much that is? I know how much it is because I did the math. That's $75 million worth of heart surgeries, and you're telling me you can't do one for me in good faith? Not one.
John, I waived my fee in your son's case.
I'm not asking you.
I know you're not asking.
Nobody asked you to waive the fee, okay? Because I can raise the money. I can come up with the money. I already came up with $22,000. I paid you guys, and I'm telling you that I swear to God on my life that I would pay for this if you just give me the opportunity. I'm only getting 20 hours on the job. You understand?
I understand.
I can do this. I can pay. I swear to God, I'll pay you the money back. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I promise you I will. You just got to trust me. I give you my word as a man. Please.
Could you take your hands off me, please? I've done everything I can do. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Let's go inside, too. I'm not asking you anymore, doctor. I'm telling you, you are going to give my son a new heart. You understand me? $1,000 a pop. You know how much that is? I know how much it is because I did the math. That's $75 million worth of heart surgeries, and you're telling me you can't do one for me in good faith? Not one.
John, I waived my fee in your son's case.
I'm not asking you.
I know you're not asking.
Nobody asked you to waive the fee, okay? Because I can raise the money. I can come up with the money. I already came up with $22,000. I paid you guys, and I'm telling you that I swear.
Yeah.
You go to the next one. I think this is fucking hilarious too. The other one, first one wasn't funny. But woman reveals her date ditched her in the middle of dinner because she didn't know how to eat a steak correctly. Look at Shorty.
Hold on, how's she eating the joint?
She chewing that motherfucker like spaghetti.
I can't really understand what I'm saying.
That's a steak in her mouth. She's chewing it.
So what? She got it on the end of a fork or something?
She putting it up to her mouth, just eating it like that. Like. I'd have left too if I see that shit. I'd leave it too.
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care.
I probably don't know how to fucking eat steak. Shut your my bad.
Yeah.
I'm not eating the steak. I ain't eating the steak with my fingers like that.
Most niggas don't eat steak.
Yeah.
Oh, well, niggas gotta step they shit up there. Got steak?
Elitist Johnny.
Steak
strikes again.
Yeah, steak ain't really a big one for me. Like I ain't grow up eating steak.
So
it was never a thing.
I ain't grow up eating steak. I just like it as a
You just knew how to eat it.
I just grow up.
and I judge everybody that eat it wrong.
Just tell a damn lie. Where you learn to eat it from?
Bro, no, hold on. This is not elite. Look how she's eating the damn steak. That's
Your dad didn't cook steak on the grill,
that's
bro.
That's not elite.
Your dad didn't cook steak on the grill.
Yes.
All right.
So you ate steak? What you just tell that?
I didn't grow up on like you said that I ever have a steak. Like I didn't eat steak once a week. Have I ever had steak before?
No, did you have steak more than once a year, nigga?
Probably around once a year. I wasn't a big steak fan. Like
so your dad only
wasn't a fan. That was
I like it as a grown person. Growing up as a kid, I didn't like steak.
It's okay.
I did
Stop
not
trying to be from the hood, bro.
I'm not trying to
we
just
love
because
you either way.
Listen, we know. Listen, this is another meme that shows you not like us. It's all right, bro.
Y'all not like y'all not like me either, because that's insane eating a steak like that. I don't care. Y'all could judge me for that. Look how she's eating that damn steak. That is insane. That's fucking insane. I don't care.
It was he was so distraught about it that he shared it as a meme.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't know nothing. I don't know if she's eating it right or wrong. I'm saying, like, what are you talking about? When I go to them fancy restaurants, so
So you don't cut your steak.
I'll be hoping Taj make sure I'm good. To be honest,
you pick up the whole steak and put
Taj,
it in your mouth
make
like
sure I'm good when I go to these
take the
fancy
whole
restaurants.
steak
I
off
know
the
it was
plate.
the wrong way to eat it though.
You
like,
take the whole steak off the plate and put it in your
But
mouth
what if
like
I
that.
did?
That's
Though?
insane.
What I'm saying
I
is,
don't know what
if I
to
did,
do.
though? Like,
Fuck you talking about? I'm gonna probably try and find some way
I'm
to
only
do it in
joking
small
because
increments,
you know what I mean?
and I ain't gonna eat it with my hands because it's
That's what
barbaric.
she's doing.
That look like I don't even understand it.
That she's being barbaric. That's
She
not-
got it in her hand.
She's like into her mouth like this. And
Is it in her hand?
Yes. Well, it had to be in her hand, or she just scooped it up off the plate, which is even it's crazier.
I don't understand what I'm looking at. So we gonna leave.
Johnny,
it
your
alone.
privilege be sticking out.
Yeah,
That's all right.
dude. Yeah, dude. Are we going here?
No, go to Tony Rock. Go to the one under there. That's me, my last one.
This?
No, the one under Denzel, the left, second row on the left.
Johnny say you got to get out of the memes, but I'm just showing this.
You can scroll over.
Well, how many times is gonna do this?
It's not going to the other. It's a video.
All right, let's try and go once.
The video is doing the second one. If not, we can go. I got another one too. I don't know what's up.
Yeah, I don't know why it was doing, Johnny.
Okay, well, go to let me see what
$1,000 a pop. You know how much that is? I know how much it is because I did the math. That's $75 million worth of heart surgeries, and you're telling me you can't do one for me in good.
you can
wanted
go
to
that
do
one.
this.
That was funny too.
Oh,
All right,
shit.
go ahead, Johnny.
I can't read that. Can't talk trash to KD on social media. He has 2 burner accounts at the age of 36, and he's like, you have 4 child support cases at the age of 22.
This was fake though, wasn't it?
I don't know. It
I
was
seen
funny.
that too. I saw it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is fake.
But that's why I didn't go with this one at first. I just put it in there. I wanted to go with the other one, but this is my backup.
Yeah, but this is because they getting taught real good morals.
It's also not real.
It's here
That's like a
forever.
weird
It's in
thing
the
about
blood.
it.
Because white folks owned us and they will never get over it. Because I'm gonna tell you why. I read the white book. Getting away wasn't the chapter.
Yeah.
Okay, we tricked their ass. We got away, and they ain't gonna never be the same.
And he's not thinking.
They ain't been happy since.
No.
Go back and watch all that old shit. When they owned us, white folks are some happy white people.
What do you got for Howard?
It's the walls, and they had to smile. And
Okay, we done with your memes, Johnny. My bad.
Let's see that one.
He's 24 now.
Okay. All right. Let's see where we go at. I gotta dodge some of them because I gotta save some for next week, where I think that I had a couple interesting ones. I already talked about Tabitha Brown, so let's move up to here. Big X, you gotta wait till next week. We're bringing the rapper on, so shout out VVG. We're gonna bring VVG up here next week. I thought that this one was
Men get in relationships with women and y'all forget that you're not the only one that's fuckable. Like, I'm fuckable too.
Absolutely.
So I have options the same way that you do. Now, there's a difference between whether or not I act upon these options, because the truth is, I think that women are a little bit stronger whenever it comes to denying their flesh than men are.
I don't think
But
the urge
that's something
isn't the
different.
same. You can say that, but the urge isn't the same.
Men get in relationships with women and y'all forget that you're not the only one that's fuckable. Like, I'm fuckable too.
all right. So
Absolutely.
So I have options the same way that you do. Now,
So now, like, if we remove, because the easy part of the thing would be messenger message.
Right.
So if we go with the message, love to hear y'all.
I mean, I don't think men forget that. Like, I mean, maybe some do, but like women, like we know women have options, and that I think that's a very like known thing. I don't think men forget that. Like, especially if you got a bad girl, you know the motherfucker at the gas station on her ass every time she get out the car.
That?
Like, yeah, who forgets that? Like they woman.
I imagine that she's talking about like when a guy cheats, what is it typically blamed on?
What
is it
lack of sex?
blamed
I'm asking y'all.
Hold on. So I
When a guy is it lack of sex or lack of intimacy? I'd imagine. I don't know. You asked the question, so
I'll probably say it is probably like lack of intimacy.
Is that the answer?
Like lack of intimacy.
You say what?
Yeah, y'all are saying that.
What was you saying? It was the point of you asked the question. You were leaning to it.
Oh, I suppose through their conversation, Guy was saying that he couldn't help but cheat due to the fact that he had so many options. He was like that guy, and a bunch of bitches was throwing a pussy at him, and he couldn't withstand fucking him. And like to me,
and she's saying the women have the same amount of options.
Same amount of options.
Don't fuck.
Yes. And like one, I do think that
I think the difference is though, most women have those options. There's only a handful of guys. Like most guys don't have like a plethora of options, but the average woman has more options than the average man.
Okay.
So I think like the average now, if you him, I mean that's a different conversation. That's like not most of us. That's a small percentage of the guys that got a plethora of options. But for the most part, I think when you're a man and a woman, there's more people that want to be with your girl than girls that want to be with you. And that's just off human nature. Like men, like we kind of are easy. And so like I think, of course, your woman could get dropped off. I don't think that's a thing to forget.
Yeah, I ain't never been in a relationship where I felt like I forgot that she could. That somebody ain't want her. Like you mean the biggest, ugliest motherfucker got 3 kids. Just so I ain't never just not yet. I don't know.
Okay, so he was wrong. Niggas don't forget that.
No, I ain't never. Okay. I ain't never not known that.
Yeah, no.
Okay. All right, shout out A Black. I'm gonna go to this.
Oh, Sushi. Okay, thank you. All right, come on.
A Black today at the job.
It's your time.
Yeah. When we went.
Okay. Sushi. Oh, Sushi. Okay, thank you.
You about like 30.
All right, come on. It's your time.
Huh? Yeah. What do y'all think?
Okay. Is that in China? Or?
He's in China at the Berlin Wall, and he's getting.
And they're taking pictures of him because he's black. Not because he's
black. Because he's he's probably the only black person they've ever seen in their life.
I mean, would you take a picture with somebody that only want to take a picture with you because you black? Would you just be like, fuck it?
I'd do it.
I'd probably take a picture with him,
but it would still feel weird as fuck. You would take a picture of me because I'm black. That's like that.
I might not do it. I might say fuck it just to be an asshole. Like if I know you only fucking with me because I'm black and I'm
that's like that Asian lady. Remember that video I played? She said when she told him he's chicken, she was rice. He was like, "Are you asking me this just because I'm black?" She's like, "Yeah,
you chicken, I'm rice."
Yeah, I would go.
I would have folded on that. I'd have folded on that one. That line would have got me. I'm easy.
He asked her, "Are you just asking me this because I'm black?" She said, "Yeah."
And you said you would have went with it.
I'm going.
No, it was her line. She said the chicken and rice. That was fire. I'd have been like, "Okay, I'm going."
Yeah, if I was a single man back in the day, and she,
you got me.
Yeah,
that's a good line. That's a fire line. That's a fire line.
I ain't never had no chick use no pickup line on me.
Yeah, that's a fire. That's a fire line.
All right, listen. Shout out to the To Be Fair show. I'll end with this.
Okay, do you want to hear what I propose? I think it's good. I think it's good. To identify as a leftist, you have to put your stake in. And what I mean by that is you must have some kind of structured plan for us to get to your end goal. Number one, what is your end goal for this country or the world? What does that look like? You need to be able to explain it in at least 5 sentences. I need to know what your ideal world looks like. What is this anti-capitalist world you speak of? Then you need a plan. You must develop some sort of structured plan, whether it be phases, a transitionary state, whatever you want, whatever those steps are, you need to have them laid out and you have to bring them up for discussion. And every single month we meet up, we have to gather, right? We don't just talk about it, but we actually commune and we discuss what we're actually doing to get from point A, to bridge this gap from here to there.
I think that's Johnny, you want to hop in. Yeah, this is an interesting one. Go ahead.
No, that sounds good. I mean,
my bad. Oh no, Todd sent me that. She sent me that because I ain't even mean to save it. She sent me that. It says random noises that your baby makes when they're trying to get your attention while you and your partner are having a conversation.
Oh yeah.
And that definitely is what fucking happens. It's like it's just like making fucking noise. But go ahead, Johnny.
Yeah, I mean, like we all have to have a plan to be a part of the shit.
That ain't what she said.
She said to be
at least address what she said.
She said, if you're gonna be a part of the leftists, you have to come in with the.
She said, "Dear leftists." So you, Johnny, what is like? No, or rightist, whoever, like, have a plan for whatever you are speaking about. Go ahead, my bad. Let me let you go ahead and walk this in so I can box.
I agree with like.
Go ahead. Don't agree. Keep disagreeing. I want to go ahead and box you up with this one. Go ahead.
I disagree with her.
Yeah. Go ahead, Johnny.
Good, but my thing is,
I want the box right here.
My thing is, everybody has to have a plan, or it should be some leaders. Or she said, if you're gonna be a part of this, you have to have a plan. Like some people are justified. Not everybody should be in the leadership. Not everybody's able to come up with a plan. You can still be part of a movement and not have the plan.
Like what the fuck is doing? Everybody's not coming up with the plans.
That's what she said.
It sounds like she's probably asking from the leaders to like.
That didn't sound like she was talking to the leadership.
To me, like to be honest,
she was talking.
So like, to me, if you're going to critique, and I have this same opinion with like everybody, whether it's FBA Pan-Africanism or like any Halawasaponi, whatever the fuck you want to be. The easiest thing to do is to critique the fucking power structure. Who can't do that? Who cannot diagnose what the fuck is happening? That's easy as hell. Now give a prescription to what the fuck we should do and then lay it out. If not, shut the fuck up.
But my thing is,
shut the fuck up. Like, that's my opinion.
Everybody's been trying to come up with a plan, and none of them
if
work.
You ain't got one, shut the fuck up.
Or can't you just not have a plan and be like, let's find one? And like, everybody
what
can't
the fuck
show
is that?
Everybody
helping?
Can't show up to.
Everybody knows that the fuck is wrong.
But I'm saying, but the plan has to come from collaboration. You can't just show up with a plan,
bro.
Showing up with a plan is better than showing up without one, though.
Like I don't get it. Like
you get all these people around just to goddamn have them around
just to critique some shit. No, if you've gathered enough people to critique some shit, have a solution. That was my whole thing with like a lot of like the woke black media. It just seemed like mad niggas was like giving subscriptions instead of prescriptions. And so like if you're subscribing somebody to just get along with your model of doing the same thing and complaining about a thing, I don't fucking fuck with it. I think that's exploitation. But if you're giving a subscription and it's actually planned out to where there's steps to it, now people can follow, and I'm okay with it. Even if it's wrong, I am okay with that. But if you are just somebody that's complaining to complain, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah, it was like the idea of like the whole what is it? Something 2025. What was the shit with Trump?
Project 2025.
Whatever it was.
Yeah,
it's like what is the left's version of this thing? What are y'all actually like? What is the things that y'all trying to check off of the list? You know what I mean? So then I know exactly where I really stand with y'all.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
In which like
you mess around and be able to convince more people if we know what the fuck y'all trying to do.
I agree with that. There should be a concise thing, but from what I heard her saying is,
want me to play it again?
Everybody got to come up with it, and like,
what did she say? Everybody.
Just the beginning is where I got that.
She said, "Dear leftists, if you are," I'm gonna just play.
Okay, do you want to hear what I propose? Because I think it's good. I think it's good. To identify as a leftist, you have to put your stake in. And what I mean by that is you must have some kind of structured plan for us to get to your end goal. Number one, what is your end goal for this country? What does that look like? You need to be able to explain it in at least 5 sentences. I need to know.
Yes, I completely agree. Like, dear, like whatever you want to identify as.
If you identify,
like you should have some level of like understanding of what you want, what you're trying to get to, and how are you going to get there. Why the fuck would you identify as something and not have that?
Yeah. I'd agree 100%.
I don't know.
Like, so why are you this thing then?
I'm not a leftist, but
but whatever, dear rightist
or whatever,
dear like middleist.
Because my thing,
like you should be able to like surmise whatever the fuck you want within like 5 sentences.
But like, I'm supposed to come up with a solution to fix it, or can I just identify with this?
Part of being
I like y'all solutions to this plan. I don't have
that's a part of being a leftist. You identify with their solutions and you understand what their plan is.
But that's not me coming up with the solution.
No,
that's me identifying with their solutions.
Which is she didn't say that. Did she say like you have to come up out of like thin air, whatever the solution is, or you should have a solution? If you are identifying as a leftist, you naturally should. If I say I am a socialist, I naturally should have a frame of work that I am working from. If I am just somebody that's complaining, it doesn't mean nothing. If I am now a capitalist, I should have a frame of reference to how this shit is bad this is better, and it's going to get us to another place. If not, what the fuck are you doing? In my opinion,
I mean, I still ain't fuck with what she was saying.
Johnny ain't with the accountability.
Hey,
my bad.
No, because I'm not a complaint, and I do like from my things, like you say, capitalist. I understand how capitalism in my head is a better thing for us.
So my bad. How about this, Johnny? Then, as a capitalist, what is the plan to get us as Black people liberation through capitalism?
Cooperative economics. We got to.
How's that realistically going to happen with Black people? Yeah, let's walk through this. Well, we had a bit of this conversation last week.
We talked about
y'all niggas was y'all was pleading to socialism. So go ahead, Johnny.
Because my thing is, like I said, capitalism is because we have people like Steve. Like there's gonna be some people that are already doing
I'm asking you about your opinion.
I'm giving you my opinion. I'm basing it off other people, but I'm giving you my opinion. Like as capitalists, that's the only way I know I can take care of my family is through capitalism.
All right, so you're going individual, not Black people, not this society.
I'm about to get back to Black people. I'm about to get back. And what I said on Wednesday is the only way, because I can't account for every Black person in the world. The only way that I can do my part and make sure we all come up is make sure that I'm at the best position I can. And we all do that naturally. Our position, the median is going to raise. And we all.
How is that a collectivist stance? Like saying that individually, if we all do better.
We talked about capitalism, the way I think capitalism would work for Black people. Because collectivism is socialism. I don't agree with that. I'm saying, but it's in a capitalist society, we all do the best that we can as a whole. Individually, our median is going to raise naturally as well. And I think that's the cool.
No. Listen. I think that where you're at is okay. My question is, how do we get there? So now that like you said that you believe that the median income can raise through capitalism.
I have to understand, but just because I think of capitalism, I have to understand how to get us there.
If you claim to be a capitalist,
I don't know how to get all Black people on one page.
No. But you should have. But some things don't need like no. My bad. I think most things that get progress need a plan. And so if you just say that my idea of capitalism is that individuals can make more money individually, and then because of that, as a Black person, I can make more money individually. So then, as a collective, if we can make more money as a collective, that is void of all facts that deal with America. And if it was like that simplified, then all Black people should be capitalists and we'd be rich already. Like what you just gave is like the most bare skeleton version of anything that can deal with a plan that deals with capitalism. Like saying that you can make more money and it could do this thing. Like, so now hold on. Now
I don't know.
Let me ask.
I don't know.
So
I
you
don't know
have
what's going to help Black people. We've talked about this shit for years.
No,
how am I supposed to all of a sudden just have the answer?
Well, I personally have like my thoughts on what I think will help Black people. Well, personally, from what like his thoughts of what will personally help Black people. Even though we don't agree, we have a thought of reference that deals with how we think it will help Black people. That's different than saying capitalism. Fuck it. They'll work it out
in the scope of capitalism. We already talked about financial literacy and Black people understanding that. Like those are things that's gonna help Black people. But how do I put that in the scope of capitalism? That's a hard frame.
Right. No, but if you're a capitalist, it is your job to think of this.
It's just like the idea of like labeling yourself something that you don't really identify with.
Right. Why would you label yourself as say? I think capitalism will free us.
I've never
and be like, I don't know how to fucking do it.
I don't go around being like, oh, I'm a capitalist. Now, sometimes we have arguments. I might have argued from a capitalistic point of view, and then people put, oh, you're a capitalist. But I don't go around outside and be like, oh, I'm a capitalist.
My bad. So Johnny, how about
like, oh, do that.
Let me reframe and ask you the question. What do you think is like the best framing of a governmental, societal, economic system that will best help Black people towards liberation?
Again, and we talked about this on thing. Me being anti-government and not trusting the government, a socialist plan is something that it scares me because the government runs and owns things. And we, based on the history of this
government doesn't have to run its own things, but you can keep going.
But it's a we just said Wednesday said communists was the community and the people.
That's not true.
Socialism was the government. That's what we talked about on Wednesday.
No, it's not true, and I push back on that every single time. But so, generally speaking, and like I want you to actually, my bad, answer the question, and then we can get into this.
What was the question again?
Like how through capitalism can you, I guess,
bro, I don't know, bro. I have no idea. And that's why I don't call myself a capitalist. I'm gonna say, I don't know.
No, my bad. My bad. I said, what governmental system would you say can help?
Oh, what government? Oh, I think capitalism. Like I said, I think capitalism gives us the best shot because individually you can do what you do.
But so would you
and
say,
again, even with socialism.
So Johnny, let me ask you this: would you say that
cap.
America has been capitalist from the induction of America?
Yeah.
How has that worked for Black people?
I mean,
how has that worked for Black people?
It hadn't worked as good as it worked for other people. No.
How has it worked for Black people?
It hasn't worked for Black people. But you think socialism in this country? Would you think socialism? You think capitalism doesn't give us a better shot at getting our fair share of the pie, or socialism waiting for them to give us this?
I don't think that capitalism gives us
socialism. We're not gonna get the fair share of the pie through socialism either. We got to wait for them to give it to us. The same thing, and that's why I identify more.
I think that every single Black liberation human being has advocated for the idea,
not total socialism. They've had socialist plans. They've been a balance. It ain't been total socialism.
Who are the ones that you would like to appeal to? When we say the Poor People March, when we say Rainbow Coalition, when we speak about like who are we talking about then? When you speak about the people that are anti-socialism,
you said who are we talking?
I'm asking you. You said not all of them. Who are you talking about? I didn't say
nobody was anti-socialist.
Huh?
Good.
I was gonna say who the fuck is like anti-socialist? Like I said they weren't talking about it on it with the community.
Huh?
What would you just
listen? Fred Hampton is a socialist. He advocated for a socialist policy. That's the Rainbow Coalition. MLK got killed for socialist policy.
He didn't want the government.
That was the Poor People's March.
He also didn't want the government in it. He wanted the people to
again. So look up socialism. It can be state-run means of production or communal means of production. It's like there's versions of both of them. And then you can get into democratic socialism with a blend where you have democratically elected people that run it. Like look up means of production, socialism, and if it has to be state or community run. I know this shit.
Okay, bro. I feel like a capitalist. I don't know how we're gonna get there. Period blank. Like, why are we having this argument, bro? Like, I just said I ain't like what she said. I feel like capitalism is the best way to get us there. And
you was leaning on socialism. My bad.
Say what?
I said you was leaning on capitalism, and I just wanted to drag for a little bit.
I mean, bro, but you asked me like how the fuck am I supposed to know? I'm not like.
Well, I think that so Johnny, I do want to also point out right now you're the only one that doesn't have a plan for Black people
through capitalism,
through their ideology. Do you have like a general plan for Black people
through capitalism? A capitalistic solution.
Yeah. Like if I was to say, because we're in a capitalist
like do whatever. Like you have a means of Black people doing better in America
for sure.
Right
for sure.
I have a means of Black people doing better through my view of social systems and economic systems. Right now, you're the one that's saying that you don't.
It's an individual thing. Like you say, start with your family. Send them to college. Financial literacy. There are things that will help you better at capitalism that we talk about. And there's things that you value in your family that you instill in your family.
And so, Johnny, I then have to go back and we're gonna move from right here. Since 1776, if we can go back to 1500s when America first started. Or we can start it when like it was like officially started. How has that worked for black people in America.
I know
And what is
plenty of black-
different
I know
inside
plenty
your
of-
stance?
Okay, what? Like
No, just answer it.
even my father, he started out poor. He died in the middle class through capitalism, through working through this thing. He worked and he saved his money and we worked hard and he got it and he came up.
Would you
to
say
the-
he's an outlier or he's like a
he might be
like
an
the average
outlier, but if
person?
more people could be outlier, it would help us.
if
And
more people could be outliers?
if more people could do, he not he wasn't like he's a human. He went through the same struggles that everybody else.
Do you
went
think
through,
that capitalism
and-
is set up to have most people be outliers?
You think socialism is set up to have most people be outliers?
I think socialism set up to have a higher median.
Yeah, but it's gonna have a lower ceiling too, and there's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna like
that. But the dream of capitalism is based around the idea of niggas dreaming that they could be billionaires
or earning a fair wage to feed your family.
No, it's
take
not
care of
earning
your-
the fair wage. You can earn a fair wage in capitalism, socialism, communism. My bad, Rail getting bored over here. Go ahead, Rail. My bad.
Oh no, y'all, you was trying to box Johnny up for whatever reason. He was trying to cuff you deep as shit.
I mean, man,
When I was a crazy box, I did
man
this,
man
and I
wanted me to
started
have
stumping on that
a
bitch like
thesis,
that.
bro. Like
I had to stump on it
for what? Like for like
because you was fucking with my shorty. What's her name? Nina, I think it's Zena.
who?
Shorty that was saying the shit.
Oh,
She
you
drugged.
pissed him off from the meme. I forgot that this shit already came from the meme.
Yeah, came from the meme.
Oh, what?
I had to get you in a quick little box. You know what I mean?
Man, it's not a
Wasn't
box,
quick.
bro. Because I'm not.
It
like-
is. If you're the only one that like, if
Bro, I told
you're
you,
pushing
bro,
back against it.
I just say I believe in socialism. I think that's the best way. And you say, give me a detailed example of how it's gonna work. And I'm like, bro, I don't know. That's not a box. I just don't know the answer.
No,
Like,
no.
that's a box.
The idea is that, like, in general, if you advocate for a perspective,
I don't
then
advocate
in
for
general,
capitalism.
Johnny, you advocate for it. What are you talking about?
We come on here,
Nigga, I was just on a panel with
and
you.
the options
yesterday.
were capitalism or socialism. I picked the side. That's not. I don't go around
All right,
walking out.
My
in the
bad,
street
Johnny. Have you
claiming
not
capitalism.
sat on this? Like, you in the chair? Have you not sat in that chair and said you a capitalist?
Y'all said that.
Have you not sat in this
Nope.
chair?
Nope.
All right,
Nope.
all right. I'm
Gotta
tapped
pull
out.
the tape up.
All right, I'm
Pull
tapped
the-
out.
Better pull the footage.
Niggas now will just say
Better pull the
anything.
footage.
All right, so it's on me.
Yeah, it's on you. My bad.
We ain't even gonna get to no other questions.
No, we actually got a lot of time. It's 1:44. We still got a whole. Oh shit, we only do an hour. Oh damn! I've been looking at this time wrong.
We fucked up.
All right, fuck it. You want to do your meme? Or you want to do your question?
Let's do the question.
All right, talk to us, Ray.
So it was based on I had a little chop that kind of was going, you know what I mean? I had some legs on TikTok over the week.
Okay.
And it was about the statement where we were making or actually you were making the statement that opposites attract. Right. And we were talking about the idea that like conservative women would liberal women be attracted to conservative men, and would, you know what I mean? And
Tone asked, would you be attracted to liberal people?
No, he asked me, do I think that liberal women would be attracted to me?
Yeah, and then I eventually started answering like opposites attract.
Right.
Okay, I got you.
And so the funny thing is that, like, of course, I got some of the answers to the question: would a liberal woman wanted to be attracted to me? No. You know, you was getting the nose in there, right?
No, they was boxing you up.
They was boxing
tape on that
shit. The funniest thing is that if you look at the pictures of the motherfuckers who was saying the nose,
I ain't click on them.
all you gotta do is, that's the beautiful thing about comments. Comments can lead you to their profiles, and typically the ones the super. And I'm not saying, I mean, the super against the grain joint. What?
No, keep going.
The super against the grain joint. They, you know what I mean? It's big uns. You know what I mean? What undesirables is what we'll say.
Oh, okay. There was
it was some good. It was some. The biggest pushbacks I was getting was from undesirables.
Okay. So there was no pretty girls that said anything.
It wasn't there.
Oh, okay.
I don't believe that there was one, honestly, out of the joint. Out of the joints, right? You want to look it up? Look at it. I'm dead ass.
No man, he pulling the receipts. Ugly. Big and
Really? If you disagree with me, you an ugly bitch.
Big and
No. I didn't say if you disagree with me, you're ugly. It just so happens that the ugly ones tend to disagree.
You was just telling us how, like, the internet niggas don't know what they talking about. Was it all pretty girls that
let's
was
go back to,
commenting? Was it pretty girls that was commenting when they
it was
agreeing?
a couple of them. Yeah, you can look at it, bro.
The pretty ones agreed though.
Look at it for your damn self.
He said the pretty ones agreed. Hey, so if y'all don't like what Rail's saying, got news for you. Got news for you.
All right, keep going, Rail.
You can find it on this right there.
Look for yourself.
So what I wanted to find out was like, as I started to think about it, one thing I noticed too is that like a lot of the time when you say conservative, people think Republican. So that was I think that generally right off you were seeing what you were seeing was that they thought that I was talking about Republican, like Democrats like Republican men. That's not what I was saying. We're talking about conservative and liberal. And so people just kind of whatever. I mean, they associate those things way too closely to have that conversation productively, in my opinion. But what it sparked is like, okay, so the idea of the conservative man versus the liberal man. What does that look like? What are the differences between these two men? And or do you believe that almost everybody has is more centered than they are? Oh no, let's just ask the question. What is the difference between a conservative man and a liberal man? And what do you think? How do you think those ideologies manifest themselves within their lives?
Well, I think, outside of politics, when you think, conservative, you think more reserved, more traditional.
So you probably say value marriage.
Yeah. I mean, even outside just values, even to like just describing who who the person is, probably more of a reserved, traditional values type of person. He's gonna like probably be less. Well, and I think liberal, I think more just not more progressive. And you're probably a little more, not necessarily like modern in the sense of relationship, but just like you're thinking. And you're probably more open to newer ideas and stuff like that. Just probably a little, it's hard to say outside of politics, what a conservative and a liberal man looks like, especially the liberal term, because it's kind of a negative, a liberal man, I don't know what that's a tough one. See, but the conservative man, I can kind of, that's going to be reserved, the liberal man, that's a little tougher to kind of pinpoint.
What do you think, Q?
And your question is, what is my thoughts on the differences between
conservative man and liberal man?
Conservative man and liberal man. And when we say this, we are kind of like moving away from the idea of being centrist, and because like my general thing would be like most men and women are kind of fairly centrist, but if we're speaking about what a liberal man and a conservative man is on like
and then the individual who identifies like you would just did, how you would just serve it, Johnny, a person that says they are a liberal, because we know that like generally I don't know any men that say that, because I think it does automatically have like a more negative connotation to us. But women will naturally, they'll say that they're liberal. So what do you think? What does this look like?
All right. So I guess, all right. So I'm gonna get back to the point that you made, which I'm not sure, but if I'm thinking about what a conservative man looks like, this is probably a Trump voter. He is somebody that is anti-immigration. This is somebody that is conservative. Get it? They probably
a Trump voter.
Yeah, if we're saying conservative man.
Okay, go ahead. Continue.
Yeah, like I think that they're typically going to like lean closer on to a more like the quote unquote like traditional values of things. What we're talking about, man works, woman doesn't, and like that whole like structure of a family, man, woman, got out. So probably look at him as probably Christian. If we're speaking about in America, I'll probably as I'm trying to think of like some other markers. I think that those are enough probably markers of like what I would say a conservative man is. I'll probably also like lean with white first. if I'm thinking of like what the generic conservative guy looks like. If I go, but there's mad black conservatives, so don't like me
I understand what
like
you're
mean
saying.
that. But if we're just like if you're
what,
asking me to like,
what it looks like in your head.
Yeah.
I understand.
If we're going liberal, I think that liberal, oh my bad, and older. I think conservatives tend to be older. And then I think liberal ends up being liberal guy tends to be like college and under 30. I think that this is somebody that is probably university educated inside some faction. I'm trying to think of like, I mean, obviously, like it far leftist means that you're probably going to be I said far leftist, but we're just saying left. I think it's Democrat and or independent. My bad. So you'll probably be Democrat or progressive. Democrat is progressive. I'm trying to think. You're probably for like a bunch of different versions of social equity programs inside different factions, whether it's men, LGBTQ, black people, reparations, XYZ.
And just so I can say, and when you're, I'm assuming that if you're thinking conservative, you're thinking of this white man, you're probably talking about a middle or upper class individual. Because you
with white men, like they can be anything.
No, I was just saying, like, okay, so when you think of conservative, do you generally think the poor white people, or like a man that's conservative?
Like I think when I think conservative, I think white in general. I will say that. I think a lot of MAGA is poor white.
Yeah, but I mean,
and then there's rich white. I don't think that like MAGA is like I don't think MAGA is concentrated in the middle. I think it's probably more middle class Democratic whites than it is like Republican whites. Okay. But I think upper class and lower class whites tend to like be MAGA. If I'm not,
like if that's why I just use a MAGA. Because that's just something completely different.
Oh my bad, but it because a bit of like conservative ideology. So conservative white, I think conservative white tends to be lower class and upper class. If I remove MAGA, I think still that MAGA thing.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Like if I'm thinking towards like what
and then
people,
you say like it's the extremes of both sides.
What about conservative black men?
And then
what do I think? I think that's middle class as fuck. I think that like, bro, to be honest, if you want a prescription for FBA is be a middle class black nigga that grew up in middle class. Them niggas is like the most FBA niggas I've ever seen.
And then probably would you say that they're conservative?
Yeah. Like, well, they attempt to be conservative, but I think that this goes into a lot of like the Marxist socialism. What is it? Dialectic materialism. And then like the idea that most people don't understand that their wants and needs are almost diametrically opposed. And like, I think that, like, for example, FBA is kind of like supposed to be a conservative movement, but it's pushing for liberal, like it's solutions. Like the solution is liberal, but you are a conservative movement that are pushing people to do the thing that's against the best interests of getting that liberal solution. Like it's such a weird, like little thing where I think that it's like, you know, its own juxtaposition.
Yep. You got anything, Rev?
So let me see. Chuck said liberals have a, what did he say?
Liberals have 3 foundation,
where conservatives have a 6 foundation morality.
What is the
what does? Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, shout out Chuck. Me and Chuck had like some really fun conversations last night. Yeah. Lay them out if you have them. I'm sure it'll be interesting. But like so, nonetheless, I would say that that's like I said, that's my take of it. I imagine you probably want to expand more.
Yeah. Okay. And then, so you said that you feel that the conservative is either like the high or and the low end financially, and you saying that liberals are generally middle class. middle class graduates, college graduates.
There's middle class Americans.
But then what you also find is like in our community, a lot of us are liberal because of the fact that we appreciate. A lot of us have partaken in these government benefits, so we are pro the government helping us, and so we'll have that more liberal side because of the fact that we feel that in order for us to climb out, the government has to give us these things.
But so initially you didn't frame it in black, so I didn't put it in specifically black. So I just told you what it looked like.
Okay.
So like my initial thing wasn't saying that black poor people are conservative. See, it's just like saying like that, what I look at as
So for me, anytime like I mean black, I don't even try to speak on other races because I don't know enough about other people. Like I'm not submerged myself in white culture enough to tell you what these people really look like and what their marital status, their makeup. I don't know really much about them. So I don't. Anytime I'm really talking, I don't feel like I am educated enough about any other race to really sit and like talk about their how their, let's say, community as a whole. Like, you know what I mean? So I can't really, like I said, I can't really speak. I understand what you're saying. Like conservative, you think white. General liberal, you probably thinking some immigrant minority, some minority. You know what I mean? So
for liberal, I didn't say that.
Okay, so what is it that you think? So you think white for both of them?
Conservative reminds me more of white man, and liberal to me is more like white woman. No, when I think of liberal, I think of white women.
So in the black community, what do you think of when you think of the two?
When I think of what? When you say who?
For the black community, what does that liberal and conservative look like when you imagine that in your head?
I mean, to me, it really looks like far left and center.
I'm talking about you just
I don't know
how you just said it's white man and then white woman.
I can answer. I think
black men are probably more conservative and black women are more liberal.
No, I think that arts. I think if you say liberal, I think that you would go black women for sure. Black men, I think that it's now if you just simply go in income range. I think that black men that's doing all right, most of them are going to be conservative. I think everybody else is liberal.
Even
on average, like if you just go the average of the pie.
No, I'd agree. I'd agree. So the craziest thing is that, okay, so do you think that now we broke all of this down, and so do you think that which one do you think value is in current time value marriage or at a higher clip married? Would you say liberal or conservative? I'd assume if you talk about the traditional values and all this stuff, if there's some people.
I'd imagine the marriage and divorce rates are pretty similar.
No, I'm just saying
between the two.
The value for marriage, right? The value for marriage is what I'm speaking.
The value who values marriage more,
right?
The conservative person, probably.
Okay, then you would say the. So I was saying all this to say is that like. Well, asking all these questions to say like the to me, and that's why I would say that's why I said I think women in general like conservative men, right? Because the liberal man, the liberal on from what we're saying, it sounds like we believe the same thing, even though we don't necessarily want to say it this way. But I think that you're talking about the middle class. It sounds like you're saying like you don't believe that he's probably didn't graduate. The liberal probably more have to have graduated from college than the conservative, based on what you were saying, right? Either way, if that's not what you're saying, we'll say that we'll definitely find more conservatism within like the construction and in that industry. That's damn near all of the men that I'm around. It's like whether they're white or black.
But people with college degrees stay in marriages way longer and they get married more. I don't know how to like and we could make that like
they marry for different reasons probably too, right? You would figure
however they
led with more of a spiritual thing, and then on the liberal side, it's
like niggas that's working construction jobs. I don't know if they like get married for spiritual things. Like I know that like generally speaking, when it comes down to like who stays together more though, people with college degrees tend to stay together more. People that's higher educated that earn more tend to stay together more. That's like the things that I can define. People without college degrees, like I don't know if like we're looking at that specifically as like the thing, but they don't specifically stay together at the same rate. Like the highest marriage rate and the lowest divorce rate is between college educated people. They get married.
Yep. You good?
I'm good.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you had something. I didn't know if you had a rebuttal.
Yeah, we gotta have sober Q next week. I don't like the oil Q on the podcast.
So wait, my bad. What did I say right now that was crazy? That was even oil based.
It's just the way that you carry the conversation differently.
No. I think that's a funny outlier, but like I'm like, so what did I say that wasn't worth the rebuttal? That was like something crazy.
It's just the way. It's like I said. It's the way you carry the conversation versus like what you said explicitly. Like even just how the conversation that you was having with Johnny earlier, that way that was carried too. Is like I was
having fun with Johnny. Me and Johnny was having fun, but
yeah. All right, well go ahead though. We good.
All right, we good.
Well, we at the mark anyway. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all follow us on all social media at the To Be Fair Show. That's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. Hit the like button, ring the bell. You'll catch us here. We'll be back Wednesday, 9:30. Old Head, Senior, Real, and Cat. They'll be here Saturday, 8:30. I'm your host, Johnny P.
Old Head Real.
It's Q.
And we out.